Glad to have you with us from Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Ball State Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense that has the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. They've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball.
He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on!
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes down the right side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game or getting points off of it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Maybe some room here. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Horton. Makes one man miss. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's McKenzie. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Cardinals will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Can't get him to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Finds his tight end. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be fourth down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Running inside, it's McAllister. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. DB's right up on the receivers. From the red zone, it's Horton. Powers through the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guy.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Booster.
From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. The run inside. It's McAllister. Got a little grass. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
So if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and
Arm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Here's a heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. On the move, it's Horton. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's McKenzie. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Horton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. Quarterback's got the first. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space. So
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
and they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Muncie. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Ball State head coach at the half. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pressure coming. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Might have a chance. Past the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what long one.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Clark. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Here we go. Ready, go. Go.
Give to the fullback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. He'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. A third down try for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to run for it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A little little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's McKenzie. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The run inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He's got it and still on his feet.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Now rolling to the left. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's McAllister. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They go to the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run, it's McAllister. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Let's see if this offense comes out slinging from the first play of the drive down late. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong but so quick, so they can beat you with speed or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in, and you saw that right defensive end come off the end and make the sack.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Pulls it in, it's Hoover. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back. Field. He wants a big play here late. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Ball State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when this team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan. executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for two to try to extend that lead to a field goal. The snap sets up the throw. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.